Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Eli Gu.
And I'm Sergio Mata, and welcome to Troy Baseball.
This afternoon's broadcast showcases the Esperanza Aztecs and the Troy Warriors. The Aztecs come into this game 13-12, and Troy is 15-10. So it is sure to be a great game. We are here at the Troy Varsity Baseball Field. It's a beautiful 80 degrees as we look forward to a 3:15 first pitch.
This is a league game between the Warriors and the Aztecs. The Aztecs are 2-7 in league this year, and Troy is 3-8. So hopefully the Warriors can improve their league record to match their overall success. Additionally, last time these teams met, Troy won 19-6 with Mesa Navy going 5 innings strong, only giving up 2 runs earned. So hopefully the Warriors can continue that success in the rubber match today in a league game. Who are some Warriors that have led the team this year?
Well, Rylan Garibay performed well at the plate on Wednesday, going 4 for 5 with 2 doubles, 3 runs scored, and an RBI. Also, look out for Zach Bloom. He went 3 for 4 in Wednesday's game. I hope we can see that success today. Look out for starter Rainier Nicholas as he looks to minimize the Aztec offense. Troy is doing well as a whole. They have a 3-game win streak and has scored 48 runs in that time. Sergio, who should we look out for on the other side of the diamond?
Well, Eli, Esperanza has some guys that can get on base and hit for power, specifically Adrian Cortez. He has a 328 average and a 512 on base percentage and hit one out in the last game. Additionally, Connor Farshee is expected to get the start. He has performed well, owning a 3.33 ERA when he faced Troy last time. Had 3 Ks and a complete game effort. Maybe today will be yet another great pitcher's duel.
Thank you for that. As we get underway, here's the first pitch. And it is a strike. The time is 3:19 p.m. And we are looking forward to another day of baseball. As that will get by second base. Looks like that'll be a base hit for Esperanza to start off this game. It only took them 2 pitches, but they are on base. That was David Salholm. Now batting for Esperanza's number 23, Ian Gladue.
The Warriors looking to bounce back here and continue strong in league play.
Here's a pickoff. Quick throw. Was not successful, though. Salholm taking his lead off first. Rainier gets his signs, checks the runner, and fires over to first again. Not successful.
Second pickoff attempt by Rainier Nicholas.
This at bat.
Rainier, one of those guys who can really get things going for the Warriors if he heats up. He has great command with his fastball and has a wicked curveball as well.
Looks like Rainier's ready. Gets his sign, bunt play, but goes foul. A little bit of a high pitch, in my opinion, to bunt at, but Esperanza was really committed.
Yes, they had that hit and run play on. It's a beautiful day for baseball here at the Troy Varsity Field.
And Rainier's ready. Everyone coming in. And it's a strike up and in, but no one able to cover the lead at first base with the corner infielders charging in.
Run on first here, nobody else to begin the game in this top half of the inning.
0-2 now as Rainier checks the runner once again, throws over. Bit closer that time, safe though.
McCracken getting the signs from Coach Pearson here.
Rainier has thrown over 3 times this AB. We'll see if he does it again. And he will. The throw will be late, and it is still 0-2 as we are waiting the next pitch for this at-bat.
Rainier keeping that runner honest there at first base. Doesn't want him to steal here early in the ball game.
Throws over again. This will be the 5th time this at-bat and the 3rd time consecutively.
Yeah, usually the runner here at first either has a big lead or is one of their fast guys hitting leadoff, usually the leadoff hitter. His main job is just to get on base anyway, whether that's a walk, base hit, you name it.
Fires home, and that's strike 3. Market Kane to score Bucks. Swinging for Rainier Nicholas.
Rainier able to blow that by. Number 23 for Esperanza Aztecs. Now batting number 24, Bishop Thomas.
Thomas waits in the box for Nicholas. Nicholas fires home. It's a high ball, and the ball gets away from the first baseman for Troy, number 7. Jack Bisline getting the start at first base for Troy.
Yes, and let's go around the diamond here real quick. At second base, we have sophomore Rylan Garibay. Shortstop, Jaden Pearson. Third baseman, Sebastian Madden. Over there in right field, we have 22, Chandler Lieberman. Center field, Logan Taylor. And 25, Braden Hawkins in left.
Be aware of the defensive skill of Logan Taylor. In our last broadcast, he made quite a few spectacular plays out there in center field, so keep an eye on him as it's a 2-0 count on Bishop Thomas.
Rainier kick steals. That ball is hammered.
Well hit. That goes left field, and that will hit off the wall.
One hops the wall. Hawkins gets it in, cut off by Jaden Pearson.
It'll be second and third now as Bishop gets a double. Looks like it'll be number 74 for Esperanza in the cleanup hole. Tungsten de Art.
A little about Tungsten Diarte. He actually went to Troy his freshman year and transferred during his sophomore year to Esperanza High School. So this is a little bit of a revenge tour here for Tungsten Diarte.
Also leads the team in many statistical categories. And that will get past the infield through the 5.5 hole. That will score 1 run and the throw home.
They got him in a pickle here. McCracken running him down. And
he'll be safe.
The runner able to take second base on the pickle. And no outs are made here. Runner on second and third, 1 out. Pearson asking for a mound visit. Let's see a replay here. You can see the ball gets cut off by Pearson.
As McCackron tries to force him back to third, he tries to run him, but that doesn't pay off, and it results in a runner on third. So that'll be 1 run for Esperanza here in the early stages of this game.
Here we can see Pearson talking to third baseman Sebastian Madden about the play. You know, pickles are very hard situations, you know. It's where you want to get it for sure out, but you have to ensure that everyone's on the same page.
And it appears that perhaps the Troy infield was not entirely on that same page. Looks like number 44 steps in for Esperanza. Nick Good is in the 5 hole.
Rainier from the windup here.
Chanting from the Esperanza dugout, and here's the pitch. Umpire said he did not go.
That is ball 1. Matthew McCracken there getting the start at catcher. Rainier kick
And
steals.
that will be a strike in the up and inside part of the plate.
Matthew McCracken transferred from Los Altos High School at the end of his freshman year and has been the starting catcher since. Step off by Rainier Nicholas here.
We'll give the signs again. Cochran seeing if there's any signs. The coach.
Rainier kick steals.
The 1-1 is fouled away off the top of the fencing on the first base side.
The count moves to 1-2.
Good waits on the 1-2 pitch from Nicholas. Rocks and fires. And that will be foul down the third base line, skimming the edge of the foul line. We'll see a replay of that. See, it came off the inside part of the plate, or of the bat.
For sure.
Still 1-2.
Rainier kick steals.
And looks like it'll be a ball low and away. 2-2 count. Key aspect now for Rainier. As important as a 1-1 count as 2-2. Crucial here. And that will be spiked in the dirt. 3-2, it'll be a full count now.
Great stop by McCracken there. Able to go down on that knee and get the body. That's what we teach catchers, you know. These coaches preach to these catchers, use your gear. So good job there by McCracken, blocking down that ball.
Here's the pitch, payoff. Ball 4, bases are loaded.
That was a high pitch, Eli, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was. It looks like that potentially a curveball that didn't drop. And looks like Rainier will have to face a lefty. It'll be number 14 as we get a replay of that. Ball 4. Yeah, it looks like that either it was an early release or wasn't good command there of that curve.
Rainier
14 for
kick steals.
Esperanza. Brody Reeds, also a offensive statistical leader. Be 1-0.
Brody Reeds is one of those multi-sport athletes, also playing basketball and football.
Here's the pitch. That's a ball down low. Rainier looking to hopefully find some control as we make our way through this first inning. Rainier gets his signs.
Infield, second and base. Playing double play shift here. Rainier deals.
That's a strike. Good pitch there from Rainier. It's a 2-1 count now.
Let's see if Rainier can get out of this jam early on.
Be crucial for morale.
For sure.
Gets him fired up, gets the team fired up, and they want to go hit and get those runs back.
And there's a ground ball. Should be able to turn 2.
Looks like it will be a fielder's choice. Runner does score, though. It'll be 2-0 for Esperanza's favor.
The middle infield unable to turn it quick enough to get that double play, but indeed get that runner at second.
So we see how close that play was. As catcher McCackran gives the signals to the Troy defense. It's number 21 now, Adrian Cortez.
2 outs here in the top half of the first inning. Esperanza leading 2-0. Rainier from the stretch.
Kicks and fires. That'll be a strike. Good pitch there by Rainier. Well located.
Great command there. On that off-speed pitch by Rainier Nicholas. Love to see it from Rainier here in the early stages.
And looks like that pitch barely missed the strike zone.
That was another one that could went both ways, Eli. That looked pretty good up here from the booth.
Yeah, it does. One now as the count as Rainier fires that one above the head of Cortez. Cochran fell to his left to retrieve that ball and prevent any runs from scoring. Rainier is going to get his signs. Come set. And fires. Strike. Good breaking pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Great pitch by Rainier. Able to get the hitter out in front of the ball.
It'll be 2-2 now with 2 outs and 2 runs scored in the inning.
Let's see if the Warriors can get out of this.
Here's the pitch. And that one up high. Cortez will say no to that one. It'll be another full count.
Count's full here, 2 outs. The runners will be in motion here.
We took a look at that replay of that pitch, and that'll be fouled up, and looks like
Jack Beislein got a beat on it and secures it.
that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. It'll be 3 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and a strikeout for Nicholas as we go to the bottom of the 1st. It looks like indeed it will be number 11, Connor Forche, the tall righty on the bump.
Yes. Connor Forche getting the start here against the Warriors. Let's see if he could duplicate what he did last time against the Warriors.
Troy's coming up to the plate. Looks like it will be Brandon Hawkins, sorry. The number 25 in the leadoff spot for Troy.
Braden Hawkins, one of the team captains on this Troy varsity roster. He has 4 years on varsity, so Hawkins brings the experience, and he's just one of those guys that leads by example day in and day out.
As we said in the intro, Forche posting a 3.33 ERA. His FIP is in the 2s, so very effective pitcher in terms of strikeouts. We'll see the snap throw down from the catcher. That will mark the beginning of this inning.
Hawkins arriving up to the plate here in this bottom half of the 1st inning.
It'll be number 2, Jaden Pearson on deck for Troy. And Forche kicks and fires. That is smoked the 3rd base. No hope for Hawkins as he's just going to have to run that one out. Well hit ball, but it's not rewarded as the 3rd baseman was in position where he needed to be. And really, if he was farther back, I don't know if he wouldn't have been able to get to that one based off the angle of how it was hit.
Yes, Good hit there by Brandon Hawkins, but even better catch there by Tungsten de Arte. Forche kick steals.
Pearson will foul it off. It'll be strike one. It's 0-1, and the umpire will signify that Forche can pitch. And that'll be a ball up high, 1-1 now. And here's the pitch. That'll be a strike down and in part of the plate.
Pearson here with down 2 strikes here. Forche kick steals.
And that'll be fouled off. Pearson will stay alive.
Great job by Pearson, able to get contact there to keep the bat alive. On deck, we have senior first baseman Jack Beislein.
And here's the pitch. That'll be hit to right center. And the play will be made. Mark that in F9.
Pearson flies out to the right fielder, and that brings up senior first baseman Jack Beislein. Beislein, this is his 3rd year on varsity. One of those guys who also leads by example and is just a great all-around sound baseball player. You love to see it here.
Yes, we do.
Forche kicks steals. Beislein
That'll be a
takes
strike on the outside part of the plate. So both of the outs have come by a hit, contact with the barrel. So no strikeouts yet, as Beislein will swing through that one.
Beislein quickly down 0-2 here with Zachary Bloom on deck. Zach's one of those guys who could hit for power and has really shown it throughout his years here at Troy High School.
And Beislein will go down 1-2-3. 1-2-3 inning for Shea, and we move to the top of the second. It is Esperanza 2 and Troy 0. That was foul tipped into the catcher's mitt for that strike 3 pitch. And as we go to the top of the second, I'm sure you can agree with me on this. I would like personally to see a little bit more control by Rainier on the bump. Felt like to me that he just didn't have the feel for his stuff, especially that curveball we saw earlier as he spikes one here in his warm-up pitches. But personally, that's what I would like to see by Rainier as we get through this game, is some control and not leaving as many pitches for these Esperanza hitters to make good contact with. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, for sure. I would love to see Rainier. You know, he's pitched all his high school career, so he should be really confident out there, and I'd like to see the command that he's proven throughout his years here. On another note, I believe Troy will be going to the CIF playoffs, as they have clinched a record above 500. Although, usually it is the top 3 teams in the league. However, if you maintain above a 500 record, you have a shot at the CIF playoffs.
Just shows how tough the competition Troy has been facing this year, especially in their league matchups, where they're having tough opponents and still making it into CIF. So it's a great sign of success here that the Troy baseball program is showing.
For sure, able to go to CIF 2 years in a row under Coach Pearson is always a great sign. And yeah, like how you said, the tough competition in league, they've played Sonora and Yorba Linda, which are leading the top two right now in this North Hills League. So, yeah, those teams are really good and will also be entering the CIF playoffs as well.
Here's Andrew Sesma batting now, leading off this inning, number 22. As he'll hit that, Taylor will hit it off the bounce as he'll miss the cutoff man a little bit.
Yeah, Sesma there able to get a nice piece on the ball, flare it out to right center field.
That'll be Preston Flint, number 13, coming out for Esperanza as the hitter.
2-0 here our score, and we're here in the top half of the inning. Runner on first with a big lead as Rainier throws back.
Throws over, not successful.
Rainier keeping that runner in check, staying honest, make sure he doesn't get a big lead or a big secondary lead. Infield double play shift on between the middle infielders here. Showing bunt.
And that'll be a strike. Good breaking pitch, I believe. No contact was made due to the movement.
Yeah, that was one of those slash plays by Flint there. Unsuccessful, however, but the coach is calling the calls here early in this game. Rainier getting the signs from McCracken.
Pure over. Corner infield is charging. That'll be a strike. 0-2 is the count.
Rainier looking to put up a scoreless inning here in the top half of the second.
Maybe induce a double play and just face 3 batters this inning instead of 4.
Rainier kick steals.
That'll be a strike 3 looking.
Love to see it from Rainier, that backwards K there on Flint. As we see a replay here, look at the movement on that ball.
Just had no idea of where that pitch was going. Was Flint. And now we'll go to the top of the lineup. It'll be Salholm, the leadoff hitter for Esperanza. He was 1 for 1, sorry. And Nicholas will throw over.
Yeah, Salholm, one of those speedsters for Esperanza, was able to get on base in his first plate appearance.
Also scored.
Yes.
Rainier checked on him a lot. I believe 5 times in one plate appearance.
Yeah, that's that scouting Coach Pearson does. You love to see it from these coaches.
And that will be well hit into center.
Taylor able to get it in quickly.
There'll be another hit for Salholm as here comes Ian Glaude, number 23. He struck out last time. 1 gone here.
Great job by Logan Taylor, able to get the ball in quickly and not allow that runner to advance to third base. Here we have 23 for the Aztecs with 1 out. Runners on first and second.
And Rainier gets the signs. Sets. And fires that one up and over McCackran. There'll be runners on second and third. Wild pitch in the scorebook.
Rainier released it high. A wild pitch there as we see a replay here. Runners able to advance.
Look at that, yeah. Threw it up behind his head instead of closer to the front of it. And
Yes.
Resulted in a high pitch.
Let's see if Rainier can escape this jam here as we bring the infield in here to prevent that run at home. Rainier
Big
kicks,
hole in the
steals.
infield to the right of second base. Of the second baseman. And that's a speedy strike from the hand of Rainier Nicholas. 2-1 is the count now. Really good fastball there. Good commands.
Yes.
Good speed, too.
Rainier kick steals.
And that is fouled back.
Fouled back and out of play. 2-2.
Coach Pearson moving Logan Taylor, the center fielder, to more towards right center, while green grass out in left center. 2-2 is the count as Rainier fires. That'll skim the dirt.
Great block by catcher McCracken there, able to prevent that wild pitch on that pass ball. Prevent that runner from scoring here. 3-2 count. Runners will be in motion here with 1 out.
Second, third. 1 out. Troy looking to strike them out, and that will be a foul ball. We'll have to reset for the full count.
Three-two count here. Hopefully Rainier can get a backwards K, or if not, just a K here. Escape this early jam.
Runners on second, third, full count. It's time to party. Oh, fouled off. More contact made there by Ian Glod.
Ian Glod able to spoil that pitch away. And remains 3-2 count here.
Bishop Thomas on deck, if necessary.
Infield in here.
There are ways for the Troy to get out of this, and that'll be a swinging strike. Mark that in your books. Glod will strike out for his second time this game, and just like that, good chance for Nicholas to get out of this as we see a slow-mo replay of that wonderful pitch.
Great pitch by Rainier, able to get the hitter out in front and ultimately getting guessing on that pitch.
That's the third K of the day.
Yes, Rainier doing really good here, although allowing those 2 runs in that top half of the first. Let's see if he can bounce back.
Time is called. While he's looking good on the K front, the hits, we want to see those limited personally. 5 hits already given up.
Rainier kick steals.
And that's in the dirt.
It's ball 1.
Go, Rainier, right here, kid.
1-0 is the count as Rainier gets his signs, kicks and deals. That's a foul ball. Make it 1-1. Two outs, 1-1 count. Runners on second and third base. First base is open. Troy looking for a ground ball, hopefully. And that's a strike. Beautiful curveball just dropped in there. Yes. Thomas couldn't do anything with it. Really beautiful pitch.
Great pitch by Rainier. Great command and great framework by McCracken.
You saw that came in. 1-2 with the count. And that's a ball up high. About head level.
Be a 2-2 count here, 2 outs. You see McCracken, usually catcher is going down on 1 knee here, but McCracken likes that 2-foot stance behind the plate. Great pitch, ooh, that's called a ball.
Does not get the call. It'll be a full count.
Full count here, 2 outs. Runners will be in motion.
Last time up, Thomas got a double that scored, or did not score, put runners in similar situation. 3-2, it's time to party.
Rainier kicks, deals.
And fouled off. Barely got a piece of that one.
Thomas staying alive here, as he knows he has runners in scoring position, wants to cash them in. Rainier maintaining here.
Trying to hold this Esperanza offense at bay. He'll give us signs. Steps off. Checks on the runners. Two strikeouts already for Rainier in this inning. And here's the pitch. That is popped up and caught in right field. F9. And that will be the inning. Troy comes out unscathed. It's time for Zach Bloom to lead things off.
As we see a replay here, Chandler Lieberman able to get a beat on the ball here. And Rainier able to put up a 0 on the top half of the second inning. Great catch by Lieberman.
Really like to see that 0 put up. Now, one thing I would like to see from Troy is accuracy of throws, specifically Logan Taylor. While we all know about his defensive capabilities, last time up when balls were hit to him, he was overthrew both of his cutoff men. And so, personally, I would like to see him hit those targets.
Yes.
But it's always nice to be reminded of the arm that is out there in center field.
Yes, Logan Taylor, a really strong arm. Just love to see command there on his pitches, hitting his cutoff. But as the time progresses, I think Logan Taylor will be able to flip the script.
Good look at the Troy bench there. It's like there's Mason AV talking with Mateo Sauceda.
Yes. Love to see the camaraderie within the team. Communication on the bench.
Cochran will follow Bloom. And then Garibay, who had that wonderful performance last game in the 19-6 victory, will be in the hole. And up the plate comes Zach Bloom, number 35, the sophomore.
Connor Forshee here, getting the ball in the bottom half of the second inning, looking to continue his hitless performance.
Last inning, Forshee only had 1 K, but very effective inning. And I say only 1 K because I'm really looking at those strikeouts that in this pregame. And that pitch will be a ball away from Zach Bloom.
Forshee kicks, deals.
And that is well hit to left field. Giving chase, and he made the play is made in left field. Unfortunately, ball was not able to get down for Bloom, so he'll be 0 for 1.
Now batting number 99, catcher Matthew McCracken. McCracken, one of those power hitters here on this Troy roster. Great, fundamentally sound here. Let's see if he could put the bat on ball here and get on base for the Warriors.
Here's the pitch, and that'll be grounded to short. Fires over. Play is made. Quick AB for McCracken. He'll just have to go back to the dugout.
Connor Forshee cruising through this lineup here. Let's see if the Warriors could flip the script here as second baseman number 11, Rylan Garibay, is up to the plate. Garibay, transfer from La Serna High School in Whittier, California.
Remember, after this pitch, that will be fouled off. Garibay went 4 for 5 with 2 doubles and 3 runs against this Esperanza team. hopefully we can see that type of production out of him.
Before she kicks deals,
Now
Garibay.
I'll be grounded again.
Soft
Looks like it'll be
contact.
another. Oh, looks like he got him on the tag. It was a wide throw from the shortstop.
And that ends the bottom half of this second inning.
Another
here.
1-2-3 inning. Nothing coming from the strikeout side. All balls were hit. So we'll move to the top of the third inning as this game is rolling along.
Yes, soft contact by Garibay. Off throw by the shortstop, but first baseman able to make the tag on Rylan.
Good thing for Esperanza was that throw went to the to the left side of the bag. If that went to the right side, I believe we'd still be in that second inning. Not saying that the first baseman couldn't make the play, but been a lot less likely. As the Troy defense will come back out for the third inning. 2 strikeouts and 2 hits, no runs and no walks. Last time last inning for Nicholas. As Troy wearing their cream uniforms with that nice red lettering. Really like the font. No, it's a little bit random, but I do really like the font on these uniforms, especially on the front.
Yeah, those nice cream uniforms. They were added when Coach Pearson got to Troy High School. They're really nice. I really like the idea, the creams, almost like the Angels City Connect uniforms.
Yeah, it's wonder where else I've seen that cream color. Also, believe the Phillies have an alternate uniform that uses this cream and red. Of course, they add the blue instead of the black, but cream's a really nice color on the baseball diamond.
Yeah, for sure. It goes with the baseball itself, you know, and the field. It's awesome color.
And after the snap throw down for the practice, Troy will start this inning, and up comes the cleanoff hitter.
Third baseman Tungsten Diarte.
Who said transferred over from Troy to Esperanza.
Yes, Diarte able to get a base hit, his first AB here, and punch in a run.
Oh, he's batted .356 this season with a home run himself.
Yes, Tungsten, big frame, one of those power hitters. Gotta watch it if you're Rainier Nicholas.
But also productive with 18 RBIs. Driving in those runs. It is top of the third, and we're about to get underway. That'll be a pitch up high.
Ball high from Rainier. Tungsten is able to identify that strike zone very well. He's had a great game so far, making it line out and also a base hit RBI.
And that's Sky to left center. Taylor in position, and the shift works out for Troy. F8.
Tungsten pops out sky high to Logan Taylor, and that brings up number 44.
Nick Good.
One out here in this top half of the third inning. Rainier kicks, steals.
That was a strike. And the bottom part of the strike zone.
Great pitch by Rainier Nicholas, but even better framework by catcher Matthew McCracken.
And here's the 0-1 offering. That'll be bonked off the helmet. Or maybe not. Looks like it just missed him. Wonder if we can get a replay on that.
It
looks
seemed
like
to hit the bat. It actually hit the bat for a foul ball.
It did hit the bat, so it'll be 0-2 instead. Good eye there. Thank you for that view, as I obviously missed that. And it'll be 1-2.
Yes, that's one of those pitches. As a hitter, you got to tuck in your bat, or else it could be a foul ball.
As we saw there. And here's the 1-2 offering. Sliced foul.
Matthew McCracken goes in to check on Rainier.
Don't know if there's something that the coaches and McCacken are seeing that we are, or there's just McCacken wants to communicate something, especially with the Esperanza dugout chanting here. A little bit hard for communication. And here's the 1-2. And that'll be bounced in the dirt a little bit before the batter's box.
Yes, ball 2 here, 2-2 for Rainier.
Crucial pitch is coming for Rainier. 2-2 offering. And that'll be grounded second. Garabay's got that. He's got it.
Garabay able to put out for the second out of the inning here. Brings
Here
up 2 outs.
Number 14, Brody Reeds. Said that last time, but offensive statistical leader as we look at a replay of that.
Yes, Brody Reeds.
454 on base percentage. Also leads the team with 23 ribbies.
Yeah, big frame by Brody. He was a starter on the Esperanza varsity basketball team, actually.
There's a strike there. Oh, 0-2 quickly. Rainier cruising through this inning, the second time through this order. Interesting how it's reverse of the normal analytics. Rainier's seem to got more comfortable and more effective now the second time through the order.
For sure.
Normally it'd be the opposite with the batter being more comfortable and being able to get to more pitches. So just giving props to Rainier on adjusting, doing what he needed to do, or what he needs to do as to get outs. Last time after this pitch. Oh, never mind. That was strike 3. Uno, dos, adios, as I've heard it. So 1, 2, 3 inning for Rainier, and he just like that, he's on the roll.
Yes, great off speed by Rainier there, able to confuse Brody Reeds and puts him out for the top half of the third. Bottom third we go. Forshee taking the ball.
Splash Madden, number 9, the third baseman, looks to lead off this inning.
You know, Connor Forshee so far has been cruising through this Warriors lineup.
Not a hit allowed. Only 1 strikeout, which is a little bit interesting, but looks like he's more effective with the ground balls and the fly balls than the strikeouts and the punchies.
Yeah, he looks very confident out there. Let's see if the Warriors can get to him here.
Or sorry, rather is Chandler Lieberman leading off this inning for Troy. Saw Madden out, so he thought he was leading off, but he was not, and is Lieberman instead.
Yes, Chandler Lieberman, right fielder, leads the team in home runs with 2 home runs on the season. We'd love to see him in the lineup here today.
Hopefully we can get that power and get a run back just quickly here.
Lieberman digs
Though there's
into
nothing
the box.
wrong with producing that and through the small ball. And that'll be a pitch up high. 1-0.
Lieberman, high IQ for baseball. He is a great all-around player.
That'll be a strike on the outside part of the plate. Lieberman adjusts his batting gloves and climbs back into the box. 1-1. And it's quickly 1-2 now.
Chandler down 1-2 quickly here.
Here's the pitch. And Chandler swings through it.
Forshee cruising through this lineup here.
Madden coming up to bat. Taylor will be after him.
Forshee having a little chip on his shoulder, pep in his step here. Love to see the confidence, but let's see if our Warriors can get to him.
As a ball away, umpire at home not fooled by the catcher readjusting his glove. I believe that is Andrew Sesma, number 22 behind the plate, as he'll get a chance at a play and crashes into the fence there.
Good effort by Esperanza catcher, however, unable to secure the out.
Really quick movement, if you saw there. Happened so fast. Hope he's okay and didn't injure his face as he ran into that fence. Forshee fires.
It's a ball high.
Ball, as you said. 2-1 now. Taylor on deck. And then it'll be the top of the order.
Strike two. 22 here. So far, Forshee has faced 7 batters, 7 up, 7 down.
2-2. And Madden swings through it. Second strikeout for the inning.
Forshee 8 up, 8 down here. He is really cruising through this Warriors lineup.
So far as no hitting this Warriors team. Taylor looking to get a base hit to spark this team as he bunts it.
Good bunt by Logan.
Oh, that's well executed, but he gets tag, and no, he is safe. Umpire with the later call, and that will break up the no-hitter that he had going on.
Let's see the replay here.
As we'll look, see that bunt, well executed. It did pop it up, but it was in the zone, and we'll see a replay on that. Definitely a close play, but Taylor rotated his body to avoid that tag from Forshee, the pitcher, and Taylor knew it. Not sure if Esperanza did.
Nice play by Taylor, able to avoid the contact and bring up the top hitter here, Braden Hawkins.
We're gonna give some explanation by the Esperanza coach to the umpires on why he doesn't think it was a safe call. Coach Pearson talking to Hawkins, the one hitter, the leadoff hitter. Umpires will stand by their call after that replay. Esperanza coach cannot plead this case.
Yes, and that will break up the no-hitter here for Forshee in this bottom half of the third. Let's see if that hit rattled Forshee here as Hawkins digs into the plate.
I would expect Hawkins to have a great AB here. Lined out the third baseman and really read Forshee well on his first AB as Forshee throws over, checks on Taylor. We all know of his speed here at Troy. But yeah, I expect a great AB from Hawkins. Really was able to make great contact with the ball. It's 0-0 as we start this AB. Warriors trying to rally back here. That'll be a ball up high, I believe was the call. Troy has some excitement in that dugout.
Yes, first base runner on here. Let's see if the Warriors can do something here. Hawkins up 1-0 in the count here.
He was 0 for 1 last time. Line out to third baseman. Third baseman, similar position. Taylor really off the bag. Had to get Scurry back, so Esperanza trying to keep him at first as we see a replay of that. And the bird.
Pearson giving the signs to Logan Taylor.
2-0. Hawkins in a favorable count.
For sure. This is a hitter's count here.
Sorry to interrupt you. And Taylor, another big lead, but not thrown over, is 3-0. So Forshey must be, at least to me, feels like he's avoiding Hawkins after how successful he read his pitches that first AB.
Yes, it looks like the take sign is on here for Hawkins. However, it is 3-0, so let's see.
3-0, ball 4. Walk. And look at the Warriors coming alive here.
And indeed, it was a take sign by Coach Pearson. Great take by Hawkins. And that brings up Jaden Pearson.
He went 0 for 1 with a fly out to the right fielder.
Pearson digging in.
Here comes Pearson on the 0-0 pitch. Ball gets away from the catcher. A little bit interesting as it was a good hit. So maybe he was trying to bait the Troy base runners into stealing with the ball, just getting a little bit away from him.
Yes, some catchers do that nowadays, you know. Keep the runners on their toes at all times. Forshey up in the count 0-1 here.
0-1, the runners on first and second. And Pearson
grounds out softly to the shortstop.
As Forshey will get through that inning. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Oh, and a hit as well for Troy. And that will be the end of the 3rd inning.
Jaden unable to bring in that runner on second scoring position. However, they still is a 2-0 ball game here as Rainier takes the mound for the top half of the 4th inning.
Really happy with the stuff that Rainier was throwing last inning. A little bit unfortunate that the offense isn't able to back him up. Hopefully, they can get the Forshey, get him out of that game, and get to that Aztec bullpen. Baseball in full swing here, no pun intended. Here in early May is May 1st.
Yes, May 1st.
Kind of forgot how April went along. It just felt like we were going through that month.
Yes, league play wrapping up here today. The Warriors have 2 non-league games on Monday and Tuesday, and that will wrap up their season. However, they did make the CIF playoffs, so let's see who they play in round 1.
And maybe we'll get a home bid, and we'll see them again in this broadcast.
Yes. However, they are not first or second in their league, so home bid for the playoffs is unlikely. However, it could still happen, just depending on seeding.
Number 21, Cortez, up to hit as he'll take a ball up high. Curveball that just missed.
Yep. That ball was just a little bit high there. Rainier kick steals.
That was a strike on the low and in part of the plate. Friday afternoon here in sunny Fullerton, California, as that's popped up foul. Viceline giving chase, won't have a chance. That's into the visiting bullpen.
Rainier quickly up 1-2 here on number 21,
Hopefully,
Cortez. Rainier from the windup with no runners and no outs here. Rainier kick steals.
And strike one. Second time he's gotten Cortez by way of the K. And now Andrew Sesma, the catcher.
Yes, Sesma hit a base hit, his first AB. He is 1 for 1. Let's see if Rainier can flip the script here.
That's a strike. Rainier pumping those strikes into the strike zone.
As we see a replay. Great framework by McCracken.
And here's the pitch, and I'll hit him. That one most definitely got him, did not go off the bat.
Runner on first here. 1 out.
And here's number 13, Flint. Preston Flint. He went down looking last time.
Viceline holding his runner there at first. Let's see if Rainier picks him off here.
Rainier definitely have a good pickoff move. Showed off in that first inning especially. And we'll see it again. Looks like he is safe. The runner. And here's the first pitch that is grounded to third just by the dive of Madden. It'll be first and second now with one gone for Esperanza as they start to rally here.
That would be the second base hit. Excuse me, the first base hit for number 13, Flint. And that brings up the top of the order as
Salholm. It's like David Salholm.
Salholm is 2 for 2 with 2 base hits here. Madden unable to secure that ground ball.
Tough play, ranging to the left. Playing closer to the bag was Madden on that last play.
For sure.
1 out. Runners on first and second. That's a ball. Did not look like it, but maybe it had some was off the plate laterally. Definitely looked like Rainier had the right height of the pitch for a strike, but was not. 1-0.
That'll bring up 2-0. Good stop by McCracken. Able from keeping those runners to advance.
McCracken getting his workout, moving from left to right in the squat position.
Run on second here with a relatively big lead. Let's see if Pearson could hold him, keep him honest. Time called.
Time is called. Noticed in these broadcasts this year that the longer the hitter has to wait, the more likely it is that he'll call a timeout.
For sure.
Don't know if it's time courtesy, I guess would be the word, but 2-0 is the count. 3-0.
Good eye by the leadoff hitter. Let's see if our Warriors can either strike him out or get an out here. Rainier kick steals, then he walked him.
It'll be bases loaded now for the 2-hole hitter, Glod. Umpire gives a new ball to Nicholas.
As we have some action in the bullpen here. Number 35, Zach Bloom warming up. As Rainier is in some trouble here with the bases loaded.
Looks like Camden Jefferson warming him up or in the bullpen.
Rainier from the windup with the bases loaded, 1 out. Infield double play position here. That'll be fouled and out of play.
Glod 0 for 2.
This is number 23, Ian Glade here. He is a sophomore. He is the shortstop and also pitches.
And that'll hit him off the helmet. That'll be a run scored. Bases are still loaded and the run is in. First run given up. As Coach Pearson throws the ball to McCackern, who will give it to the umpire. As we said, some action in the Warrior bullpen. As Bulls, well, we hope that the runner on first is okay, as that did get him in the helmet. It looked like more of an off-speed pitch, so probably didn't hurt as much as the fastball, but nonetheless, getting hit by a baseball is not fun. It's just a pitch. That's down and in. Says hi to the dirt.
That is a mound visit by Pearson. Zach Bloom getting warmed up quickly here. Let's see if he'll check into the ball game. As number 24, Bishop Thomas, is up in the count 1-0. Usually these coaches here stall time as to allow Zach Bloom or any pitcher to warm up in the pen.
Good sounds coming from that bullpen. I like the snaps that I'm hearing as the warm-up pitches of Bloom hit the glove of Jefferson, who's warming up with him. Coach Pearson is taking his time, his mound visit. Says thank you to the umpire. Nice little courtesy there.
Aztecs up here 3-0 in the ball game.
1-0, and Rainier gets the ability to throw is allowed to throw the pitch, though he steps off. Probably didn't like what he was getting from McCackern. And here's the pitch. That will score a run. Wild pitch. McCackern wasn't able to smother it. Another run scored.
Bad throw there. Rainier spiked it. It got out of his hand. McCracken did the best he can to block that pitch, as we see a replay. Yeah, definitely went to the left after the pitch went to the right. Maybe so. Felt like McCackern had it, but lost it. So maybe passed the ball, but not entirely sure that was a ball. It is now 3 balls, no strikes. Count is 3-0. First base is open here. 1 out. Runners on second and third. Let's see.
All runners advance on to pass the ball. That is ball 4. He'll load the bases back up. It's like Zach Bloom is done warming up, so we'll see if Coach Pearson goes to him this inning. Last broadcast, though, while there were people in the bullpen, Coach Pearson gave the entire game to Mason Navy.
For sure. Yeah, Tungsten Diarte here.
Dangerous hitter, so hopefully Rainier can get him out.
As Pearson makes the mound visit and makes the
This
call to
might
the
be.
pen.
Looks like it's the end. Rainier offering up the ball, or giving it. As we'll take a mound visit here, and that is the day for Rainier Nicholas. Here comes Zach Bloom.
Rainier going 3.1 innings here.
4 runs, 5 strikeouts, 6 hits, and 3 walks.
Rainier did the best he could here. Rainier's known for his pitching. Good outing by Rainier, nevertheless, as Zach Bloom takes over here.
His 5 strikeouts really jumped out at me here.
For sure.
Was able to set down these hitters, as I hope Bloom can do the same. Maybe by way of the K. Bloom, the sophomore, had a really good freshman year. I believe he was one of the leaders of this team.
Yes. Although we do see that lefty on righty matchup here for Tungsten, which gives the Tungsten a big upper hand here. However, Zach Bloom has great command and good off speed. So let's see if Zach Bloom could get the best of him here and get out of this jam.
It is 1-0. Mid AB, we are this is the second time has Dearte come up to the plate. This AB, 3rd time total. Of course, it's the 2nd time, or the 3rd time, because he's was waiting for a mound visit and a pitching change. But as you said, lefty on righty matchup, so maybe it's in
Yes.
favor of Dearte here. And here's the pitch.
That'll be a ball.
That'll be away. Looks like a curveball from Bloom.
That is 2-0 here for the Warriors. Bases loaded here, 1 out.
And I'll be in the dirt. Bloom in danger of walking.
That is ball 3 here. Yes, in danger of walking indeed, as that runner could advance and score the run. Let's see if Bloom could throw strike here.
And we'll see a replay of that curveball that did not get into the strike zone. Wind picks up a little bit here. Bloom will get a step off.
Bloom kick steals.
And that was a strike on the inside part of the plate.
Count improves to 3-1.
Here in this league game between the Troy Warriors and the Esperanza Aztecs in the rubber match of a series. And
Bloom
just
kick steals.
pitch. And that is hit foul. Full count. Bases loaded. 1 out. It's time to party.
Indeed. Counts full. Bloom from the windup.
And that's grounded to third.
Fair.
Madden.
Throws it to first.
That's in time. Run will score, but great play by Madden.
Run, although the run comes in. Baseline able to scoop that out. Great dig by first baseman senior Jack Baseline. That is 2 outs here. Runners on second and third as we see a replay.
It's the second RBI there for Dearte. Number 44, good. Nick Good.
Bloom kicks, steals ball.
It's 5-0 now. Aztecs favor as we continue this top of the fourth inning. Warriors are hoping to get out of it. There are 2 gone though, so Bloom hopefully can get him out as he pumps that high fastball in. It is 1-1 now. And there's the pitch.
Ground ball here, and it gets through.
By the dive through the 5.5 full. 1 run comes in to score, and so will a second.
Zach Bloom does not escape the jam and allows 3 runs here. However, not all of them are earned.
It's the 5th. Sorry, the 7th run allowed.
Score
5th
increases.
one of the inning.
As Brody Reeds steps into the plate. Score 7-0 in favor of the Aztecs.
Reeds at the plate. That'll be a high pitch.
Count 1-0. Let's see if Bloom could limit the damage here.
Here's Brody Reeds, sophomore, number 14.
I don't know. Ball is chopped to Rylan Garibay. Garibay steps on
That'll
second.
be a 3rd out of the inning. 5 runs are in. Time for the Warriors to get some production from their offense. They rallied last inning. Was not able to score though. Maybe we'll see Troy score as Mason Avey walked into the bullpen doing some stretches. Don't know if Coach Pearson is going to call on them or just wants to stay warmed up and stretched.
Yeah.
Think Avey's just warming up, or think Coach Pearson might call on him to enter the game?
I think he's just warming up here, you know.
Just keep stretched.
Yeah, just keep him stretched in case they may need a call on his name here as Forshee takes the ball for the bottom half of the 4th.
Baseline is going to come up for his 2nd plate appearance.
As we take a look at that Troy dugout here, see Mateo Sauceda, Luke Dolmat enjoying the game.
As we said, beautiful day for baseball. A little bit warm, but the wind evens it out. Baseline, Bloom, and McCachran due up for the Warriors here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yes, as you said, Jack Baseline up here.
Two lefties in a row that Forche is going to have to face. So, favor of the Warriors that is popped to second base. Good sound off the bat, but unfortunately that will be an out. Here comes Zach Bloom. He pitched last inning, gave up, I believe, 2 runs earned.
Yes, he did. 2 runs earned. Zach Bloom started out this game as the designated hitter, but is now in the game for pitching.
1 out.
Before she kick steals.
And that will be to second base.
Great play by the second baseman and gets Bloom.
Oh, wow. Really looked like that Bloom might have had a hit there, but unfortunately, second baseman, as you said, made a wonderful play and just wasn't able to get on.
Yes,
Yeah.
Second baseman able to get around that ball, turn his glove, and force the put out. And
McCackern, the right-handed hitter.
yes,
Garibay, also right-handed, on deck in case he's called on.
before she kick steals.
And it's a ball up high to the catcher, McCackern.
Bottom half of the 4th inning here, McCracken digging in here. Let's see if he can put the ball in play, show off his power.
1-0. As a ball gets away from the catcher, but no worries, there's no runners on.
2 outs here, little 2-out rally hopefully here for the Warriors as they are face themselves in a deficit here, 7-0.
They had one last inning, or at least start of one. McCackern gets a ball, so it's now 3-0.
Yes, quickly moves to 3-0 for McCracken.
Maybe potentially
A take.
Forche working around him. Here's the pitch. That is ball 4. McCackern on, and here comes Rylan Garibay. So he is going to hit this inning, and hopefully he can have that success that he had during the last game against Esperanza, where, as I said earlier, I'm at 4-5. Chandler Lieberman is on deck.
Yes, Rylan Garibay digging in here. 2 outs. Hits the ball down the left field line, and it's
that
fair.
looks like it will be another hit for the Warriors. Only the second one of the day for them, but good success so far for Garibay as Lieberman makes his way up to the plate. He struck out last time. Hopefully the Warriors can score with a runner on scoring position.
Yeah, good hit there by Rylan Garibay down the line. As we see Chandler Lieberman leading the home runs category for the Warriors. Let's see if he can get a home run, if not a hit, ball in play.
And that is fouled off the mask of the catcher. Madden retrieves the ball. He is on deck if we get to him, which hopefully we will.
Yeah, hopefully. As Forche from the stretch.
Time is called. Here's probably Lieberman asked for it, though. His head was so forward, or really towards Forche. Couldn't tell from this angle. And here's the pitch. That was a strike on the outside part of the plate. Lieberman down 0-2. Hopefully he can get a hit and not have history repeat itself where he strikes out, as he did in his first debut.
For sure. Forche kicks, deals, and that's a
As
ball.
a ball. Really good take. That was a fast pitch from Forche. Catcher moved his glove, and luckily the experienced umpire behind the plate able to call it correctly. 1-2 is the count, and here's the pitch. And that is up 2-2. We're seeing the fastballs here from Forche. The fastballs. Don't know if we've seen a lot of that from
For
him
sure.
today. 2-2. And that is grounded to first. It'll be a foot race. And no runs will score.
And that ends the 4th inning here for
So
the
a
Warriors.
hit, a walk, no runs scored. And Zach Bloom comes back up for the Warriors to pitch.
Yes, so as you can see in that replay there, Lieberman grounding out to first base. Top of the 5th we go, 7-0 Aztecs. Yes.
Looks like Mateo Sauceda will warm up Bloom here as McCachran was on. So he'll have to get his full gear on. So Mateo Sauceda will be on the field today just for warm-ups, but nice to see him on the field. So we see Ryan Garibay transferred from Lucerna High School in Whittier. As
Yes.
McCachran will come up or out of the short dugout. So that'll be the end of Sauceda's time at catcher for the warm-up today.
Yes, Rylan Garibay transferred from Lucerna High School. Lucerna, historically good at baseball. Not too sure if Rylan played baseball at Lucerna, however, but he sure is
Definitely
playing
has a
baseball
spot here as at the Troy Warriors baseball team getting regular reps.
Yes, for sure, he does have a spot here, as he might have not had a spot at Lucerna, but transferred to Troy here his freshman year, and is able to perform this season as the second baseman. As number 21, Cortez digs into the batter's box here, top of the 5th.
Here's the pitch. That is popped up. Looks like Bloom will get it, and he will. That'll be the first out of the inning. Quick out.
One out here. And that brings up number 22, Sesma.
He got hit by a pitch last time.
Bloom kicks, deals. It's a strike.
Bloom definitely more confident now. Second time on the mound today. Probably helps that no runners are on right now. 1-1 is the count. One thing I've noticed about Troy pitchers today, and tell me if you agree, they're really good without runners on base.
For sure.
As we get a slow swinging strike from Sesma. But they're really good without runners on. It's just when runners do get on, they have some harder time getting all of those outs. As
Drop third strike, McCracken throws to first and gets him out.
tried to tag him, but was not successful. But McCachran still got the out though, and I'll be another strikeout. And here comes Flint, the 9-hole hitter. He struck out looking today. Senior here at Esperanza High School. Ugh.
Yes, Flint, great all-around player, as you can see here. Bloom kicks, deals, strike.
Really good breaking ball we're seeing here in the second time for Bloom. Didn't have as good of a feel for it during the last inning, but I really like how he's pitching it today. As we'll see a fastball that'll be up and high, 1-2 now.
Yes, 1-2 count here for Bloom. Kicks, deals, ball high.
That one didn't fully drop.
Yes, it got out too high on the release there. Almost like a sidearm angle. As that brings up a 22 count here.
Strike 3. He'll set him down, 2 strikes for Bloom. So it's a pop out for Cortez. And then both Sesma and Flint go down by way of the K.
Bottom of the 5th we go. Let's see if our Warriors can put up some numbers on the scoreboard here.
Definitely had some opportunity last inning, but unable to answer, as it looks like Forche is still back out there. So Warriors still going to have to fight through his skill. And it looks like Sebastian Madden, third baseman, will lead off this inning. It'll be Madden, Taylor, and then top of the lineup, Hawkins. Pearson if we need him.
As we take a look at Mateo Sauceda there, as you can see, his favorite team is the Los Angeles Angels.
On the bench today, unfortunately. Don't get to see his athletic abilities, but good defensive player and offensive player. 1 for 1 in the last game with a hit.
Mateo Sauceda, a game changer here for the Warriors. Let's see if he can get an opportunity to check into the game.
Sebastian Madden's turn to hit, though.
Love to see Omnia's very own Mateo Sauceda a part of this varsity squad.
As that throwdown got a little bit away from the catcher, so maybe if the Warriors can get on, maybe they can use that to their advantage, seeing how the catcher didn't have the best throw release there, so maybe they can get on and swipe it back. Sebastian Madden climbs into the box here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 to kick in the pitch. Madden takes up high. Down low. Sebastian Madden played middle linebacker on Troy's football team.
Is it working without him in
Here's the 2-0 count. Pitch. That's a strike.
Getting away from the catcher there, but
Catcher not showing the best control and squeezing of the ball. Hopefully the Warriors can use that to their advantage.
yes, Forshee throwing one great game here, ball high.
That's ball high. Forche seemed to be losing a little bit of control here in this 5th inning. Don't see anyone in the pen though, so hopefully Warriors can get to him. Oh, and that'll clunk off of Madden's helmet. HBP. And runner on. Logan Taylor broke off the no-hitter last time up. Hopefully he can get a hit as we see a replay of the HBP or hit by pitch. So yeah, hopefully we can see this success from Taylor that he showed. Getting the first hit for Troy really started a little bit of the rallies we've been seeing here in the middle stages of this game as Forche will throw over.
Throw over, but nothing happening there at first base. Taylor, as you can see here, favorite meal, Olive Garden breadsticks.
Really do agree. Olive Garden has good breadsticks. Wouldn't probably say it's my favorite, but do enjoy those.
Yes, Tungsten Duarte, third baseman, creeping in on the infield grass there.
All know of his defensive and how fast he can react to balls, as we saw in the first AB of the game, where Hawkins drove a liner in his area, and he was able to snag it. Forche is set and ready. So 1-1 or 1-0 count.
Forche kicks, steals, bunts.
And it'll be a strike, 1-1 count. And
no outs here in the bottom half of the fifth.
Warriors have prime opportunity to score, especially if Taylor can drive that ball to right center field. A lot of green grass, as that'll be popped up in foul territory. First baseman got that.
And that'll be the first out of the bottom half of the inning for
Here's Hawkins coming up, getting support from this crowd and his teammates.
For cruising, as he has not allowed a run yet in this game. Digging into the box, left fielder, senior captain Braden Hawkins.
He's been a consistent leadoff guy, as he also enjoys the LA Angels, as that is a passed ball. Probably can get you an accurate statement on that one if we get a replay here, but regardless, Madden will take second. Hawkins, senior, the right fielder, getting another leadoff role here in this game, as that is popped foul.
That is foul ball. Count moves to 1-1. Hawkins still alive.
Hawkins walks back to his bat, so it's not entirely clear of the signal the umpire made, but looked like it was foul. Couldn't tell based off the pole interfering if he was giving an out call or a foul call, as they both use the right arm, so it's not entirely sure, but it is a 1-1 count with 1 out. And Sebastian Madden in scoring position. Prime opportunity for the Warriors to score, as that pitch is high. 2-1 now.
Madden taking a conservative lead there with the second baseman holding him tight.
Pearson and Bisline hoping to get an opportunity to hit here. As a strike. Hawkins at a 2-2 count, hoping to drive in, or at least get on base and potentially drive in the run.
Yes, count moves to 2-2 here, 1 out. Forche.
A lot of green grass. And that'll go to center, and it is caught, so 2 outs now, and Pearson is going to have an opportunity. Third time through the order for the Warriors.
Pearson up to the plate here.
And this is his second year as a varsity starter at shortstop.
Before
Very
she kicks
athletic
steals.
build as he takes a strike. 0-1 now. Sun just at the palm tree here, so we'll here in the booth we're getting a mix of the sun and the shade.
Great day for baseball, as you said.
And here's the pitch. Pearson will take first strike. He is down 0-2. Very quickly, and Forche has a really good opportunity to get out of this inning and strain Madden at second base.
When they're on rising, it's one of the two pieces of rising.
Here is the pitch. And that is hit well into the outfielders, and that will score a run. Here comes the first run for the Troy Warriors. It is now 7-1.
Great hit there by sophomore Jaden Pearson, able to get a flare and land in left field and ultimately get an RBI and score in Sebastian Madden. Great hit by Jaden Pearson.
And here's Baseline, the lefty coming up. Hopefully he can hit it to the opposite field. There's off-green grass out there. Well-kept field here at the Troy Varsity Field. Very green, very fresh.
Yes, for sure. Forshee allowing his first run of the game.
And here's the pitch that is grounded to short. And the play is missed, and it will be first and third after the error. So Esperanza starting to give up some of the lead that they have as Bloom, the pitcher, and the designated hitter comes up to the plate. He is over 2. He has flown out to left today.
Yeah, Zach Bloom, one of those first pitch hitters, both his ABs. He came swinging on that first pitch. Let's see if he can put the ball in play with runners on the corners, 2 outs.
This could be a big inning for Troy as they have some momentum. Pick off. Attempt is no good though.
Zach Bloom.
The catcher on deck.
Zach Bloom normally DHs for this Troy roster, but is pitching in today's one.
And that's, well, fairly hit ball. And that will be an out. That will end the inning. So, a run is scored for the Warriors. Couple hits. Troy looking to shut down these Esperanza hitters. Fifth inning is at an end, so we'll move to the top of the 6th. Looks like Bloom is back on the mound after his good inning of work. And now in the top of the 6th inning.
Top of the 6th inning we go. Bloom back out on the mound, as we've said here.
Get a good view of
Braden
Hawkins
there and out in left field. Let's see if our Warriors can put up another 0 here and rally back in the bottom half of the 6th. now batting leadoff hitter Robert Saldivar. Excuse me, David Schlom.
Sun is starting to set a little bit here at the field, but still a lot of daylight left. The first pitch is a ball.
Ball one for Zach Bloom here in his third inning of work.
Good success last time, recording 2 strikeouts. So hopefully we can see that success carry over in this inning. And that is hit
grounded.
to short.
Jaden Pearson records the out.
Look out. Here comes Glade. He has 2 strikeouts today.
Great play by sophomore Jaden Pearson there. Able to field it cleanly and record the out.
And it is 1-0 now after the initial offering.
The pitch.
And a hearty swing at that one.
Ian
Glad.
Goldblad.
Sophomore, plays shortstop, also a pitcher.
Another
And
ground ball to Jaden Pearson, able
he'll
to field
be able
that.
to get the work. Oh, and there's a collision at first base. Out is recorded. Hopefully both Baseline and Glad are okay.
That brings up 2 outs. 2 great plays by Jaden Pearson, able to get the runner.
Here's Bishop Thomas. Curveball taken for a strike. Senior has played outfield here at Esperanza. Has a ball outside. Bloom's thrown that curveball twice in 2 pitches. 1 landing for a strike, 1 landing for a ball.
For sure, 2 outs here. Bloom kicks, deals.
And as a chopper, Bloom's gonna get that. Throws.
He's out.
1, 2, 3 inning. Bloom cruising through this Esperanza lineup. Forche. The pitcher for Esperanza has been dominant. Had a little trouble later in recent innings, but regardless, he is been very dominant, as we'll see a replay of that final out.
Good play by Zach Bloom, able to get it to Jack Baseline there to record the out. As you said, Forshee coming up, looking to go complete game here, CG.
As he did last time.
Yes,
in,
he did.
The Esperanza 6-4 victory.
He does have Troy's number, that's for sure. Let's see if the Warriors can flip the script, though.
Cochran's, Garibay, and Lieberman.
Yes, that's power right there.
Really is. I was about to say a couple power hitters coming up for Troy. Cochran was pitched around last time, drew a walk. Lieberman is Cade. Also had a unassisted put out at third base, or first base, sorry.
Yes, McCracken now up to the dish.
Garibay has had a hit, so hopefully everyone can have success here for Troy this inning.
McCracken digging in here. Let's see if he does have a grand slam on the season, by the way. Let's see if he can show that power here. Takes a strike.
Troy has 6 more outs to try to come back in this game.
The pitch. It's a ball.
Fun fact, he had a RBI single in the Halo Classic.
Yeah.
Recently played at Angel Stadium. Local team, MLB team here in beautiful Southern California. Close to. And that tips off the glove of the third baseman. Play made at short, but it is a late throw. Wonder how that will be scored.
Yes.
Let's say probably base hit. Ball went over, and it wasn't that the throw was bad. It was just the throw was a little bit late. So I would call that personally a single. For McCracken, good speed shown, and hopefully maybe he can steal a base and get into scoring position, similar to how Sebastian Madden did last inning.
And there we see Camden Jefferson in the on-deck circle, pinch hitting for Chandler Lieberman, as Lieberman has not recorded a hit in today's ballgame. Garibay takes a strike.
Jefferson's a lefty, so maybe Coach Pearson recognizing the success lefties have had, and Garibay swings through that one. He is down 0-2. But back to what I was saying, Jefferson lefty, and maybe Coach Pearson recognizing the success lefties have had. A lot of green grass for Garibay in the outfield. If he hits one to the opposite side, but he strikes out. First out at the frame. Camden Jefferson.
Yes, rallying Garibay going down on 3 pitches.
Last season, he had a 229 average with a 386 on base percentage.
Camden Jefferson listed at 6'3", tallest on the varsity roster.
It's quite tall.
Yeah,
Taller than some MLB players even.
for sure. Yes, and if I'm not mistaken, he is the tallest in the program here at Troy High School.
Makes sense. And Jefferson will ground one to second.
Bobbled
And there'll
by
be a
the
misplay.
short stick, man.
Runners will stay on. It is Matias Alfaro coming up to the dish for Sebastian Madden. Appears that Coach Pearson is going to his bench. Alfaro threw the bat over. Taylor's had to scamper away due to the angle it was coming at.
Yes, you like to see coaches go to their bench because the bench player is always hungry and can provide that spark that is needed in these games. Matias, transfer from Arlington, was here his freshman and sophomore year here at Troy, but then transferred to Arlington to play his junior year and recently transferred back to play his senior year here.
Maybe with Coach Pearson going to his bench, we'll see Mateo Sauceda also come up to
Yes.
play as Alfaro and Jefferson have this inning.
Yes, Jefferson able to produce that infield hit. That's all we need in baseball. Put the ball in play, and Jefferson was able to do that.
A lot of things can happen with the ball in play.
For sure.
Like to probably get numbers on how the things are when the ball is put in play. Here's Matias Alfaro, number 17, coming up to the plate for the Troy Warriors. It looks like Luke Dolmat will be pitch hitting for Taylor. So
Yes, you like
Pearson
see-
emptying out the bench.
to see clearing that bench. They provide that spark needed.
Alfaro will take a pitch up high.
Yes, and Alfaro is pinch hitting for Sebastian Madden, if I'm not mistaken.
He was hit by a pitch last time, I believe, and scored a run. Only run the Troy Warriors have scored thus far. And that will be a high chopper throw over the first in time. It'll be second and third for Luke Dolmat.
Love the walk-up song by Luke Dolmat. Pepas. We'd love to see that here. Gets the crowd hyped here.
Hawkins will come to the plate if Dolmat gets on, as there are 2 outs.
Dolmat, big frame here. Also plays strong safety for that football team. Let's see if Dolmat could drive in these runs.
Warriors in prime position for a rally to be sparked. And here's the pitch. And swings through it. McCackman took a big secondary down once the pitch was thrown. Also, Luke Dolmat, besides playing safety position, played the receiver on the football team.
Yes, he plays both sides of the ball. You'd love to see it from Luke Dolmat.
As that is popped up, looks like that will be the end of the innings. Warriors strand everyone on base. No runs come in to score.
And that ends the 6th inning. Warriors down 7-1.
Go to the 7th, and Bloom is back out. I mean, as he really should be. He's been dominant these past 2 innings, and I really enjoy seeing the success from him. As Mateo Sauceda will be doing the warm-up catching for Bloom. Yep. Like Camden Jefferson will be coming out to right field.
Yes, third base, Matias Alfarlo. And in left field, more likely going to be Luke Dolmat. And no, it will be Braden Hawkins in left field. So just to pinch hit was Luke Dolmat, as Braden Hawkins checks back into the game.
And McCacken's going to come out, replace Sauceda at the catching position. High bounce on that pitch. Probably hit the plate with how high it bounced. Went to the second layer, or the third layer rather, of the fencing.
Top of the 7th we go here. Final out of this North Hills League play for final inning for the North Hills League play for Troy.
Warriors have to get through the inning facing the Arte, good, and Reeds.
Power for Esperanza coming up. Let's see if our Warriors can maintain and close out league strong heading into the CIF playoffs.
And here's the pitch that is grounded to short. Pearson's got it, throws. It's not in time, but the excellent play by Pearson at the shortstop position.
It's great all-out effort there. You love to see Pearson
really do
lay his body out on the line for his team. Unable to get up in time and make the throw, but just all-around great effort as we see a replay here. Pearson.
See the extension and how third baseman had to get out of the way there.
Yes, Pearson not giving up on the ball. Love to see that. As that brings up Nick Good.
Nick Good. drew a walk this game. There's a ball up high. Top to the close to the strike zone, so probably could have gone either way. And that is scorched. Foul.
Good turned on that ball there by Bloom.
Really did.
Exit velo very high off the bat.
Yeah, good. Showed the power. Probably would have been a home run if had stayed fair. So, break for the Warriors as he wraps that one. Foul.
That is foul.
So, good a little bit early on these pitches, but definitely showing the pop he has at the plate. One ball, 2 strikes the count. Bloom
Kick
fires.
steals.
And the ball goes to Jefferson. Out is recorded, and we are one away, 1 out through this inning.
As we see a replay there, great catch by Camden Jefferson, getting around and getting under the ball, able to secure the catch.
Pinched hit last half inning for the Warriors. Just come out to patrol the right field position.
Now batting number 14, Brody Reed's here. He is 0 for 3 with an RBI.
So RBI fielder's choice back in that big inning that Aztecs had is that is a strike from Bloom. It was the big 4th inning, that 5 runs scored. Brody Reed also plays pitcher as a sophomore. A lot of two-way players here on the Aztec team. Maybe a way that they play.
Yeah,
try
for
to
sure.
produce people who are good on both sides of the ball. In hopes that they can help them pursue that MLB career. And that is foul behind onto the 1000 building here at Troy. Don't know if I've seen the ball go that onto that building here this year. So it has now been done. There's 0-2. And he'll hit him. Had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Zach Bloom unable to control his off speed there, just slips away from him as runners on first and second here, 1 away.
Reed did the right thing to Bloom, showed him his name and his number by turning his back to him to get hit rather than the shoulder. Tell me your name and your number. Number that I've been coached when I was in Little League. So, for the first time in a while, Aztecs are in a threatening position here with runners on first and second. 1 out, though, so very doable for the Warriors to get out this inning unscathed. Utility player Adrian Cortez, the junior, coming up. There's a strike.
Count moves to 1-1 here. Runners first and second, 1 out in the top half of the 7th. Let's see if our Warriors can put up a 0.
Looks like the Esperanza dugout is singing in support of their team. And it's grounded to third,
Matias
over to second,
to 2.
over to first. Not in time. It is a fielder's choice on the putout.
Great stop by Matias Arfarlo there, able to get the fielder's choice, turn it to Rylan. Rylan unable to turn it quick enough to get that runner at first, as we see a replay.
A little bit of a slower ground ball there. Also helps with the speed of reads that was just shown.
First and third scenario here for the Warriors. 2
Number
outs.
22, Sesma. Got a hit, also struck out, and got a hit by pitch. He's the catcher. Also is a junior, so he'll be on this team again next year for his senior year. Bloom pitches. Oh, nasty pitch.
Great pitch there by Zach Bloom.
Oh, and 1 with 2 outs. There's a ball up high around face level. It's
Count
1-1
moves
now.
to 1-1. Yes, 2 outs here. Popped up. Rylan Garibay has a beat on it, calls it, and secures
He'll
it.
get it. 3 outs for the Warriors to come back in this one. We move to the bottom of the 7th. Is the Aztecs 7 and the Warriors 1. We'll get some good music here at the Troy Varsity Field in the middle of the 7th. It will be Hawkins, Pearson, and Biceline, assuming Coach Pearson does not go to his bench, to get the job done for the Warriors.
Yes, top half of the order here. Top third, and as you see, Connor Forshee coming out for the CG here. Complete game as he did in his last time.
Seems to have good success against the Warriors. As there's snap throw down, signifying how we're going to start this inning. Hawkins, the tone setter here for this Warrior team, especially with that walk-up song he has. Gets the team fired up and unified.
Yes, Hawkins digs in. His last league game as a senior captain here at Troy High School. Let's see what he could do.
His last at bat too, as a senior for the league game. Assuming we do not go to extras.
For sure. As you see, favorite MLB team, love to see it, LA Angels.
Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
In fact, the Angels do play tonight against the New York Mets here at Angel Stadium. Love to see this.
Hopefully they can have success, as well as the Warrior team. Hawkins is going to tip that one foul.
Count quickly moves to 0-2 on Hawkins.
Hawkins has had good success, though, today with getting some barrels against Forshee here.
See if Hawkins can drive one here in the left center field gap.
So 0-2, Hawkins trying to battle. And as a strike 3, he'll strike out, looking in his last plate appearance as a senior for North Hills League play.
Off speed there, froze
Looks like
Hawkins.
an inside pitch, but not according to the umpire. It will be strike 3. Here's Pearson. He had a hit. Also, an RBI that scored Sebastian Madden. The ball now.
Pearson here, as you can see, second year varsity starter at the shortstop position.
Also a sophomore, so it's plenty of time to grow here at Troy.
For sure.
Another ball. 2-0. Or rather, 3-0 count now.
Three and 0 count here to Pearson. Let's see if he can get on base. Start a rally.
And that will be grounded to shortstop. Fires over. It is in time. Troy is down to their last out. And it will be up to Mateo Sauceda. He will get his last at bat as in North Hills League play.
Love to see Omnia's very own Mateo Sauceda dig into the plate.
Game will rest upon his shoulders as he will try to continue it for the Warriors. Also loves the LA Angels.
Mateo Sauceda here, a sports broadcasting enthusiast. Let's see if he can continue that on the baseball field here with 2 outs.
Sauceda takes the first pitch. It's a strike in the up and in part of the zone.
Count goes to 0-1 here, 2 outs. Warriors down to their final out. Forshee kicks, steals.
Sauceda will take the pitch. It's another strike. Forshee filling up the upper part of the strike zone. Now Sauceda is going to have to protect with Bloom on deck if Sauceda gets on.
Forshee kicks, steals, and ball low.
Sauceda checked his swing there. It's now a 1-2 count.
You'd love to see Sauceda get on base here.
And it's a high chopper. Forshee's gonna get it. And it's
Oh,
thrown
he goes
away.
high.
Sauceda will go to second base. No one's covering the bag. Sauceda's gonna have a free ride into second base, and just like that, Zach Bloom is going to get an opportunity on base.
As we said before,
At the plate.
as we said before, great things happen when you put the ball in play. As we can see, Mateo Sauceda, slow chopper to the mound.
Forced Forshee to make a play, and that resulted in him getting on. So in scoring position is Sauceda.
Now Zach Bloom to the dish.
That's a strike.
Sauceda getting a lead there on second base.
No one's covering the bag, so he can get a fair-sized lead. Not too big, though. You do want to be careful.
Forshee kicks, deals.
And that is goes to center field, and it is caught. That is the game. The Esperanza Aztecs win the league series, against the Troy Warriors, as they win 7-1. It is a full game effort by Forshee, as Troy only uses 2 pitchers, Rainier Nicholas and Zach Bloom, to get the job, seal the deal.
Great all-around effort by both teams. Unfortunately, the Warriors going down by 6 with a final score of 7-1.
Who are some players that you saw today that were exceptional for Esperanza?
Well, Connor Forshee throwing his second complete game against the Troy Warriors, and also leadoff hitter number 1, David Saloom. He did really good at the plate, and ultimately the Aztecs win the league series, as you said, and yeah, CIF playoffs next.
Warriors fall to 15-11. Aztecs raised their record to 14-12.
As for both teams, currently they are above 500, and that ends their as for Troy, that ends their North Hills league play, as Esperanza has games next week.
We'd like to thank the administration here at Troy. We'd like to thank our principal, Dr. Minster, and our athletic director, Mr. Bloom. We'd also like to thank Mr. Knowles for supplying us with the technology and devices for this broadcast, and the wisdom as well. We'd like to thank you, the viewers, for tuning in and giving the support to both us and the Troy baseball team. I'm Eli Gu,
And I'm Sergio Mata.
and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.